welcome to Magic Mondays. We just need a little time to set up all our Instagram accounts and then we will be back. So can you skip a second? We are now streaming. I think
I think this should work.
Yeah, I'm streaming Coach. Yeah, you're streaming Coach Grethe, and I'm streaming also on Instagram. Oh, we made it. We're all streaming. Okay, so nice to see you, Grethe. This is Monica Josefina, and I'm doing a series called Magic Mondays with Monica. And the idea is that I would like to take you wherever I am in the world because I'm a tantric nomad. So I travel everywhere in the world. And now I just came back from Portugal. I've been a week there and enjoying the Portuguese sun and swimming. And yes, so much nice people. And yeah, so I feel really juiced up now. And so last week I was live streaming from Portugal, only on YouTube. But today we are streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So we really upgraded it now. And I invited in my dear friend, Grethe, which I met. Like, I really got to know her 2 years ago. And somehow we keep meeting all over the world. So she is almost as a tantric nomad as I am. And now she's actually in Scotland, where she lives. And I'm back in Oslo. This is actually my massage studio in Oslo, where I work in Oslo. I'm going to work some days here and in Porsgrunn. So, hi, Grethe, how are you?
Hi, nice Monica Josephine.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing really well, thank you. Really happy. I've been here in Scotland for a couple of weeks, and it's always really good to be back and to rest and recharge and to do my things also here in Scotland.
Yeah, I think the last time I met you was like very briefly in Oslo, having breakfast with you and your husband, which was really nice. And it's actually quite funny with me and Grethe, because she is probably the person I see the most, because we keep circling around in the world and meet up in the same places at the same time. And
yeah, we really don't plan it, but the universe always places us in the same place at the same time. So it's pretty cool.
Yes. So we always joke a little bit about this, that the universe just puts it together and there's nothing we can do about it. So we are, and that's also why we started to collaborate now. So can you remember where we met the first time, Grethe?
Yeah, I think we've met in probably the Norwegian Tantra Festival, and we've been in like the same wider Tantra community in Norway, but we never really talked, and we never I don't think we were so interested in each other. We didn't really vibe. So I didn't know you. I didn't know if I liked you. I didn't know if I disliked you. But then when I really started to know you a bit better was in the Initiatress Retreat in Portugal 2 years ago.
Yeah. So that was with Temple of Radiance and Arya and Amanda. Arya Hendricks and Amanda Bickham, which we also are learning from. And yeah, we've been in their circles for a while now. And I think that's where it all started. And I remember I saw you there on a bench sitting there, and I was like, I know this woman, but I had no idea where I know you from. And I knew you were Norwegian. So I had to go over and where have we met? Sometimes I have problems with my memory, so I had to ask you. And I think you remembered that we had been teaching, because we are both Tantra teachers from before. So we were also teaching at the Norwegian Tantra Festival every year.
Yeah.
And then we started our journey together in this is in Portugal, actually, where it's a place where I often go to and I really love. And there I think that was maybe your first meeting with Temple of Radiance and Arya and Amanda too.
Well, it was my first retreat with them, and I was there because I had been in a workshop with Arya in Engsbacka Tantra Festival, where she was teaching a workshop called Initiatress, and I was so intrigued. I was like, I need to learn more from this woman.
Yeah.
it was funny because I didn't know much about Amanda then, but I had followed Amanda on Instagram for years and years and years. And then I meet Arya, who's her partner in teaching, and I come to a retreat with both of them.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, and I also think I met at least Amanda at the Awaken is Love Tantra Festival in Holland. And I also know, for me, it was when I met Arya and Trix in the Ibiza Tantra Festival 2 years ago, I think, 3 years ago, where I really, because then she had a workshop called How to Supercharge Your Lovemaking, and that was a super nice workshop. And I met a man there, so we practiced everything afterwards, after the festival. So it was amazing. And then I was like, I need to learn more from these two women. And I traveled on to Bali, and so did you actually, without me really knowing. But we ended up meeting in Bali again, and then we did another training with them, which is called the Temptress, and there we got to know each other better. And and the funny thing is also that you ended up you lived together with your husband at a place in Scotland where it's very close to where I often go, which is called Findhorn, which is a spiritual community. And it's so funny because you are not there because of Findhorn, you just happen to be there because of your husband, but somehow we ended up meeting there too for New Year's. It's like the funny thing with how we end up meeting in places where are very unlikely to meet, actually. And then we journeyed into a whole year together, where we've been training both of us have been training with Arya and Amanda on Temple of Radiance at their Embodied Tantra facilitator training. And that also was in Bali. So we had some weeks in Bali together. And how did you find this Bali training?
Oh, it was so challenging.
Yeah, me too.
It was a lot because it was so much at the same time. We were learning how to teach a whole weekend workshop called Embodied Tantra. And so we were learning the material, and at the same time we were learning how to teach. So as far as I know, Arya and Amanda are among the best Tantra teachers I've ever met. Like their facilitation skills, the way they hold their field, like everything about how they teach is amazing. And they have all these little tips and tricks and things they do that just creates not just something you go somewhere and learn, but it creates an experience. I mean, listening to them even is captivating. And so going into this training, learning everything all at once, learning how to teach, but also learning the materials. It was, for me, it was a lot. It was long days. It was challenging, but also really, really rewarding, and such a beautiful group of women. So it was beautiful.
Yeah. And I think also just this sisterhood that we created from this week with training has really followed me, like the last year and this year too. And I've started to collaborate with you and with other women in this training. So it's been very, it's all the ripple effects also from this training. It's not just, I learned to hold the microphone. I learned to the posture, keep my posture, and how to hold space for others. But there was a lot of these other things that happen kind of more behind the scenes, the connections, the sisterhood. And I know you also been traveling to Ibiza with some of these girls, and we had also a really lovely weekend in London together. That was actually you creating a workshop in London this year.
Yeah, together with the other Monica from the training.
You like to keep together with the Monicas, yes.
Yeah, it's Grethe and the Monicas. That's how I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were teaching Embodied Tantra weekend, and you were our team lead. So It was really, really beautiful to already start co-creating together. And we got to see, it was actually the second time after the training I got to see the impact of this workshop, because it's such a beautifully designed weekend experience where you really get to experience the foundations of Tantra in a really embodied way. So it gives, for beginners or people who've already started their journey in Tantra, it gives this super beautiful, grounded, foundational experience where you get to actually feel what Tantra is and how you can take these tools and you can use them with yourself and with your partner to create more connection and better communication, and really also like getting closer to yourself, your partner, and God, like on all layers. So it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, and I was in London with you and Monica, and I was the team of the assisting team. So I was supporting you and Monica, and I was just really amazed how, I don't know, the way you organize things and how you plan and how everything was so structured. It was so easy for me to come in and lead this team, and you found a really beautiful location in London, and yeah, it was just very fun to be part of your team. So lead this group of people that you had in your team. So I enjoyed that so much, and also I think from I think it was from there we really started to co-create more. We wanted also to bring this workshop to Norway, to Oslo, and this is what we're going to do in November this year. We already actually we created this weekend for everybody to come. It's for men, women, couples. If you're a beginner in Tantra, or if you also have some experience, you can come. And this was the first time actually we co-created something together. And I remember at that time when we started to post this, we were in Portugal together because we were both assisting Ari and Amanda at a retreat for new Tantra teachers, like new Tantra teacher training in Portugal. And then all these people started to join, we got all the tickets started to sell so fast. And it was just amazing how this cooperation between me and you just seemed to flow so easily. And of course, we used the kind of template or the that we have from Temple of Radiance of how to sell tickets, but I was just amazed how easy it went together with you. What do you think this is? What is happening? What is this magic that comes when we work together?
Yeah, it seems really clear to me that the universe wants us to co-create because it's so simple and easy. Like we released the tickets, and within just a few days, we sold 10 tickets for an event that's like 6 months, 6 months in the future, which is unheard of.
Yeah, this happened to me before. I was surprised, and we were there together. We were like cheering, "Yeah, another participant! Wow, this is amazing!"
But I think it just goes to show that when something is really right, and what we're selling, we have a really solid product. It's not just you and me coming together and teaching. This is the result of Arya and Amanda's combined experience for decades of working with Tantra and embodiment. And they've taken all of their experience and designed what they feel is the perfect weekend for a beginner or someone who started and wants to really deepen and get solid in their practice. And so we have that behind us. And I think we just create really good energy together. And that's why. And also, I think people are really curious and hungry for this experience. People want to connect more with themselves. They want to have more meaningful intimacy. They want to, they want to live more fully. And that's why they're coming.
And I also think, because I've been working with Tantra for 10 years, and you also have been working with Tantra for some years, I think it's also this combined experience of what we've been doing before, and now we're creating something new together. And I also find it, somehow it's easier when you collaborate with someone, because it's you're a little bit or quite a bit more technical than I am. So I'm very grateful for your knowledge in a lot of these technical things. And then I have I also have a lot of clients, people who wants to come, that have been following me or have been taking my massage sessions with me. So it's like, I think there is like this, when you collaborate with someone, there is like this effect of working together that's really helpful. Mm-hmm. And in this way, we can also reach more people. Now we're trying to reach as many people we can with these live streams, for example. I just want to ask you a question. Can you just check your Instagram account if you go live from there? Because if not, you have to put your...
It looks like we're all good. We even have good people here. So we have Marius. Hey, Marius.
Hi, Marius. Marius is also coming.
Yeah.
Great. I love that. And also, I think And also now we are taking our relationship. We have just some people were actually, I must tell you this, because some people were actually sending my like crying
Emojis.
emojis when we started to post. Like we had some pictures where there were some hearts in between us from Oslo and so on. So they were crying because I think they thought that you were my new girlfriend. So I do love you very much, but we have more like a business relationship.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah,
Good
so we're
friends and co-facilitators.
We're not lovers actually. So, but we do love each other.
Yeah, and we're taking our relationship to the next level. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and the next level, which I'm so super happy about, because I've been coming to this place in Scotland called Findhorn for since 2002. So it's over almost 25 years, and I love this place so much, and I always dreamed about having some workshop there. And now that Grethe lives in this area, and she started to teach already Tantra in this area, like you have evening events in Findhorn. And now we decided we are going to have our first event in Findhorn, and I'm so excited about that. And also, in addition to that, it's not just any event, it's going to be a super nice event on the Valentine's weekend, which is 12th to 14th, isn't it?
Yeah, 12th to 14th.
So we will have first a workshop weekend from Friday to Sunday, where people can come, and you can come from Norway, you can come from England, you can come from everywhere. It's not that difficult to fly into Aberdeen, for example, from Norway, and just take the train, or actually now there is a direct bus from the airport to Forest. So you can just come from Norway if you want to bring your beloved to a beautiful tantric love, like celebrating love weekend in Scotland. And I think it will be really nice. We have also options for where you can book your accommodations. It will be on the venue. We have booked the venue, which is called Cologne House. And it's like I feel like it's like little mansion. Like it's like, I like that place in the very close to the main center of Findhorn. And if you ever been curious about visiting Findhorn from Norway or other places, it's a really good weekend to come and have a look around and have some time. And then we also have a super nice event on Valentine's evening, which is Sunday, 14th of February. So nobody really in Findhorn needs to be alone on Valentine's, because on this event you can come even if you are single, or you can come with your loved one or partner. But this will be an event for, where we will do ritual ceremony around celebrating love. Like I feel Valentine's is all about this romantic love and like feeling love for each other. And also I remember I lived in Australia for a year as a student, and Valentine's is also a way where you can show your love for your friends. It doesn't just need to be your partner or your romantic partner. It can also be celebrating love in general for your friends or the people you love in your life. So I feel it's going to be such a nice evening, and I think we plan to have like women dressing up in red dresses and the men in white clothes, and we really have this kind of Shiva Shakti ceremony, and it's so beautiful. I've done some of these Shiva Shakti ceremonies in Oslo, and it's so beautiful when people come together like that. And we're just in the planning phase of this, so we're about to set up tickets and make everything ready. But in the meantime, we actually have a waiting list where you can just post. We will post it in our Instagram bio and also other places, so you can be on the waiting list if you're interested in this Findhorn magic love Valentine's retreat.
I'll also put the links in my stories after we finish the live. I'll share on my stories, and I can put links there, and then you can do the same.
Yes.
Yeah, so that it would be easy to find the links too. So when you sign up for the wait list, what happens then is, when we then are ready to release the tickets, the way the ticket prices are structured is that the first, let's say 4, 5, or 6 tickets, I don't know the numbers yet, are going to be the cheapest. And then the more tickets we sell, the more expensive they get. So if you really know that you want to go, then I would suggest just get your tickets immediately, because that saves you a little money. And you can buy.
It saves you money, and also just the way the tickets went in Norway, it's already almost sold out in Norway, and there's still some months before we're going to host the retreat, so or the weekend. So it can be good to, and like in Norway, I will tell you more about it, but we're going to have a second weekend in Norway. But in Finland, at the moment, there is just this one in February. So if you want to be in a whole weekend with us, it's good to be early with your bookings. And it's, of course, you can come from Norway, you can come from Europe. It's not that far to go to Scotland, and it's easy transportations from the airport, especially in Inverness or Aberdeen.
And if you've been dreaming about visiting Scotland, and if you've been curious about Tantra, but you didn't know where to start, and if you want to either give yourself the most beautiful gift of this experience, or you want to bring your partner, your lover, your friend, then it's going to be a really beautiful Valentine's experience. And if you just want to come for the Valentine's Day evening ritual, then you can also do that.
Yeah. And especially if you live in the area, you can also just come on the Sunday evening. It's going to be such a beautiful ritual. And I look so much forward to it. And this is like really a dream for me to come through, to be able to teach at Finnhorn. I'm going back to Finnhorn in February, and I'm so happy. And actually going back also in September. But I love going to that place. And also I want to mention also, because as I said, the weekend in November is almost sold out, and it's the longer you wait, the more expensive the tickets are. So because of that, we're actually creating another weekend, and we've just booked Tantra Center in Oslo in June. So this is like very new. We haven't really posted about this yet, but we are going to do 11th to 13th of June in Oslo, another event, like the same event as in November. It will be the same training, embodied Tantra. And we're just putting out the wait list for that now, because everything is not organized yet with the ticket sale. But you can, if you are on the wait list, it really gives you an advantage, because then you can be the first one to know about it when the tickets are out, and you can get the cheapest one. So it's a good tip to be on the waiting list, even if you decide not to go, but then you still will have the information, and you can be the first one to buy the tickets for that one. And we really look forward to that too. And do it again in Oslo, and just continue our relationship together on this tantric path. See where it takes us.
I'm super excited about it. I'm really happy about our collaboration, and I think we're quite different, and I think that's really beautiful, because we bring such different things. So I think like what we're creating together is going to be like a beautiful the sum of the parts is going to be bigger than the parts, if that makes sense, because we bring different things, and we're going to enhance each other, I think.
It's going to be, I'm really excited about November, and to see how because now we haven't actually been teaching together, so this will be the first time we will try this out. So I'm super excited about that, and I think it would be really nice. And we found this really beautiful place in Oslo. If you don't know Tantra Center in Oslo, you have to go there. It's so beautiful. Like the location is like, it's so, like you feel like you're in a temple space when you go there. And we almost don't need to do anything. We can just put on some cameras.
That's the thing with how it's decorated. It's so beautiful. It has this like really luxurious feeling, which makes me feel right at home, because I'm a woman of luxury. I like my luxuries. So just the way it feels in there is so beautiful. And that just adds so much to the space already. And it makes it really easy for us to come in there and create the event. So I'm so grateful that we get to be there.
It's the best place to do Tantra events in Oslo, I think. So we're very happy to be, and you really need to book early for this center, because it's always fully booked. So I'm really happy for that, and also for your collaboration, and what we are creating together.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and is there anything else, like how is this? I'm a little bit curious also, because I know Tantra has really changed your life a lot, especially because I've seen you grow so much just the last couple of years where I've gotten to know you. You are kind of a different person from that first meeting in Portugal when we first started the journey together. So would you say a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. First, I want to say that when we met in Portugal, I don't think you know this, but I was a little bit starstruck because I knew you had already been teaching in Norway for years. And I was like, to me, you're like the most famous Tantra person in Norway. And suddenly we were in this space together. And now we're going to teach together, which is really cool. So I wanted to say that. But yeah, so I used to live all my life from my mind. A lot of my identity was connected with being the smart one, with, being really capable. And I was a lot in my masculine, and I'm probably the best man I know. Like, I get shit done and I take care, and I'm really good with structure and like all of that. And then a few years ago, I got into early menopause, and I had brain fog. And people talk about brain fog, and it was the worst. Like, it was like my brain stopped working. I could no short-term memory. I couldn't memorize anything. Couldn't remember anything. Didn't remember words. I still don't find the words sometimes. Sometimes it takes 2 days for a word to drop in. It's really funny. Happened a little while ago. I was talking about something like, okay, the word's going to come. And then 2 days later, it was like, there it is.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
Yeah. So I had literally all the problems you can have with early menopause, and I didn't understand what was happening, and no doctor understood. And I was getting medication for all the different things instead of the one thing that would help everything, which I'm getting now, which it's amazing because now everything is so much better. But also, all of this led to I needed to do something differently. I couldn't live from my mind anymore. And I didn't know that, but I guess subconsciously I must have known, but because then I discovered Tantra. So I went to my first Tantra workshop 4.5 years ago. And after that, something clicks and there's no way back, really. And I just dove right in, and it's really helped me to connect with my body, to connect with myself, to find a voice. I didn't have a voice for most of my life. A lot of the time when I wanted to express my desires or boundaries, it got stuck here physically. It felt like I couldn't say anything. It was like super stuck. So it's really helped me. Even like the simplest workshops where you go in and you practice asking each other things you want to do. Can I do this? Can I stroke your hair? Can I touch your blah, blah, blah? And you just practice saying no. Even like the impact on these simple practices has been profound for me. So it's really changed how I connect with myself, with all of my bodies, and how I then can connect with others and communicate with others and be authentic and be true. Because I also now have made more access to me and what I want and what I don't want and all of that. And I have a voice. So now I'm a much safer person to be around because I'm not going to people please to the extent I did in the past. I probably will a little bit from time to time, although I'm always working on it. But I'm doing my very best to be authentic. And this is how I do it. It's by connecting with myself. It's by practicing. It's by learning all these tools. So it's had a huge impact on my life and how I relate to myself, the world, to people, to God, everything.
Yeah, it's just been amazing to follow you, Grethe, on your journey. I've been, as you know, I've been seeing you quite a lot these 2 years. So. And I think you changed, and I think also you become much more softer in a way. Like I see this, yeah, like also this kind of more feminine side of you is really coming out. And yeah, I just love this, all these changes in you. And it's been very nice to get to know you better, and like really, especially also now when we're collaboration is so, we're doing so much things together also on a business. So yeah, okay, I think reaching the end of these conversations now, very soon. I thank you very much for joining me on this live. I am also, as you know, the tantric nomad, so I will be continuing my travels. My plan is to be somewhere up in the mountains of Norway next Monday. If it works out, if I have a connection, this is hope for next Monday at 4:30 to be able to live stream from Halden. It's up in Hardangervidda. Everything is not really like, this is the way I live my tantric nomad life. It's like not everything is clearly planned in a very long time in advance, but at least this might be where I'm next week, Monday in a week. 31st, I think. And so if you want to follow me on my journey next week, I'll probably be up in the Norwegian mountains somewhere. And yeah, I think this was the end of our live stream today. Very nice to talk to you. Very nice. Thank you so much for our collaboration. We will post the links for waiting list and yeah, for what we're doing. And I think also now, Grethe, we have to log out first from Facebook. This is how we need to do it. And then end the live video there. And then I will log out from here.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to talk to you. Love you.
Love you. Bye.